So to that end, I sort of want to just general from the panel, your perceptions of gender as it relates to social media and really perceptions from a race perspective of what you see in social media. I think the reason that we're here is in the broader social media dialogue. I would say in this conversation, there's more diverse faces in this panel than I've seen anywhere in my travels in technology. So clearly, we're represented. But I would say it's not evident necessarily from the powers that be, and I'll throw that out to all of you to talk about in terms of representation that you see. Filiberto was the only person of color presenting at Social Media Week last year. And so hopefully we've multiplied that.
In LA.
In LA. So Social Media Week in Los Angeles. so not extra. But we want to push that question because obviously there's a lot more representation. So I'll open that up in terms of the conversation. We start with you, Kwasi, and come back this way.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of these issues were addressed when Black Founders hosted a really awesome panel in conjunction with the CNN documentary that came out earlier this year about African Americans in Silicon Valley and kind of social media being a microcosm of kind of the larger issues. There's definitely disrepresentation of, a disproportionate representation of people of color that has to do with engineering and all the issues that kind of go along with some of the companies that are here. I think Social Media Week in particular, it puts a magnifying glass on kind of the larger issues, definitely race being one of them. And I think panels like this definitely help to kind of bring light to the issue. I think at the end of the day, to have more African Americans and people of color represented in social media, it goes back to education. You need more engineers, you need more entrepreneurs, you need more folks who are actually starting these companies, who are driving the development of new platforms. And I think when you have more of that, then investors will be more open to investing in. The whole process will kind of fulfill itself.
So real quick, how did you get started in this whole space?
I started a company. I was how I got in. I was an investment banker and had no training in social media, so I just threw myself into the mix and developed a skill set by just trial and error. I just hustled my way through, and
How'd you get the bad boy?
I was the new media marketing director for a company called Cornerstone. My clients were Prince, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, Gnarls Barkley, Outkast. So I was doing social media for all these guys and all their new media marketing. Diddy became my client. And within about a week, I got the call that he wanted to see me. And, the job was offered, and so I took it quickly. I grew up on East Coast hip hop, and I got to work on a bunch of Biggie projects, Notorious, The Greatest Hits, and all of Puff's projects, Ciroc, Sean John, I'm King. So it was an awesome experience.
Monique?